qualities make someone high value in today's market?
I would say in today's market, unfortunately, it's just being hot. Yeah, I mean, everything's starting on the internet. So you don't get that swipe right on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, unless you look good. I mean, that's why you see women investing in apps like Facetune, all the editing, like the catfishing apps. They're doing it because it works. So unfortunately, that's kind of the market today. So yeah, good pictures, good lighting. You're not going to get in the door. I'm getting my steps in. So, being in shape. I think that's the most effective thing. Unfortunately, I wish it was character, but I just don't. That's not what I see.
Damn. Anybody want to go after that or respond to that?
I think for women, well, for women, it's mainly beauty when it comes to men, right? But for a man, she may not find you as attractive physically, but if you got a nice car or something, or you're in a good setting, or you're the owner of the company, then she may look at you different. But from men to women, it's always going to be their beauty.
I was gonna say, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I actually agree with that. Especially for men, we visual, so the thing has to pique our interest and grab our attention. And if our attention not grabbed, it's no real option to get to the personality.
Facts.
Like you can have a bomb ass personality, but if I'm not physically attracted to you, it's going to be extremely difficult to carry on a relationship because my body has to continuously have a physical response to yours. And it kind of put us at a disadvantage if people don't understand that about us. And they're like, oh, you just need to take me as I am, take me as I am. I literally just can't because I have to be attracted. So even using those apps, I think it put the women in a worse situation because if the man has the expectation and it's not that, it's worse than if he, because then he could feel deceived. Like I was expecting this, that, and the third. We built a relationship off of this, and now you show up as somebody else. Like that's
Do you know what the challenge is though? If she's like, okay, if she's an 8 on the app but a 6 in real life, a lot of times the guys will still bang her. And then what happens is, she got into the door, and sometimes now she can show her personality. That's the challenge. The reason women catfish is because it works. Women don't do anything that doesn't like get them the attention, like extra attention. I'm not saying it's good, right? I'm just saying that's what I've seen happen.
That's true, to an extent, because I believe personally, most men would rather be with a woman who they consider a 6 out of 10, who's nice to them, nice personality, kind, feminine, over a woman who's like a 10 or a 9 out of 10, who's mean, right? I know guys like beauty, but I think most men would rather a woman who's not as attractive but nicer to them long term. Now, in the short term, they would choose the more beautiful, more attractive woman.
What
Yeah,
exactly
I think
is it that
that's
drops the 8 online down to the 6 in real life? Like, what are
Yeah,
we saying
yeah.
that the what are we saying that the app does, or that the
Filters.
or
Yeah,
the or like even the filters?
Filters.
It's
Because
makeup.
at
yeah.
most, what I noticed at most is like a person that's using a filter is going to do something like clear their skin a little bit more, because everybody has textured skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
um so let's say like you have larger pores, not that you have like acne, but just larger pores, or maybe like less full lips. It's the same thing that you're going to do with your makeup, to use a blurring primer and a good foundation to minimize your pores, and then overline your lips. So I guess what I'm trying to ask is, like, those things can then be intertwined into your real life. So what is it that the men are seeing that literally is saying, "Oh, she was an 8 when I looked at the picture. Now the picture doesn't look the same." Are we saying it's like something
The
drastic?
I think
yeah.
There's
So
more
For what
things.
men say, I'm gonna
There's
tell you from
there's a
I'm
few
gonna
more
tell you from
things.
what a few guys have told me who met women off the app. Women will show these neck ups,
yeah, they
and
do
then
angles.
when they see her, she about this big.
Okay, so like
Because
it's a weight thing. I thought y'all were saying face
well,
wise, because
that
I'm
too.
like,
But
That's
but
face
Well,
sometimes it's
well,
the
some
face too,
some
G. Sometimes
it's
it's the face too, because it's certain filters that totally change your face. They could change your skin
Right.
complexion, right? They'll make you lighter. They can make your eyes look different, more narrow. They can change your nose. You know, it's even like playing with the filters on Instagram. They'll
Mm-hmm.
change and contour your face. And then when you actually meet the person, they look totally different, right? Or they don't look anything
Mm-hmm.
like any of the pictures that they have.
Well, and women are super visual now too, to be fair.
Yeah. Well,
Like
because of social
women
media.
no, not even that.
So
We can make our own money now. So like society's kind of taking care of money, so women don't need it as much. That's why you see more sugar babies and stuff, because women get the money from them and then go have sex with the hot guys. I see feminism personally, it's just a strategy from women to have sex with hot guys. They're like, we
Can
are
you say
gonna,
that one more time? Because
yeah,
I feel like I said
yeah,
that shit 3 weeks ago and nobody believed me.
yeah, yeah,
Everybody said that the older man
yeah.
with the money was still the prize, but no, he's just the sugar daddy that gives the
Yeah,
money, and then the girl gets the money
I
and
totally
she
agree. I
sleeps with a
totally
younger
agree.
man still,
No,
right?
I totally agree because especially the Gen Z women, like they're able to monetize so easily. Like
Mm-hmm.
Gen Z women have like way like you have the sugar dating sites out in the open now. But
yeah,
yeah,
it's a regular thing.
I see feminism. I mean, women were only meant to reproduce with like 10-20% of men. Like that's how it's always been. We implement monogamy and now women are forced to, you know, be with men they don't really like. And the reason we see that they didn't like them is because the first second women got the chance to leave, they did. Unfortunately, this isn't a good thing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying how it is. And so what I see now is women want to make their own money so they can have sex with the guys that they like. And that's what you see shown in a lot of female movies, right? Like you see Titanic. She's leaving the guy with the money to go to the broke guy on the bottom of the ship. You know, she just wanted Leonardo DiCaprio. So
Yeah, but they don't want to leave to be with a broke guy long term. So they will be with a broke guy because he's tall, he gives them good dick, good sex, and things like that. But they don't want to be with him long term because he has no long term security provision. So personally, I believe they have provision and security at the top of the hierarchy. So whatever they do, unless they got their own money, and they don't mind spending it on the young on the broke guy, they will always put the provision or the guy who provides first, or they will even stay with him long term. They will even get married to him, but they will cheat with a trainer on the side. They will cheat with a massage therapist on the side. They will cheat with whatever the guy does for them at work. Those kind of guys, right? So yes, they cheat with the broke guys. They like the broke guys, but only if they find those guys attractive. But usually it's just the attraction doesn't last forever. Like no woman has ever stayed with a man forever and ever and ever only because he's tall and handsome and gives out good dick, but he's broke. It's never long term. That's my belief. So yeah, in the short term, they may cheat with him and things like that. They may cheat on the rich guy with the broke guy because he has good sex and he's tall and things like that. But long term, they would rather be with a rich guy.
that kind of speaks to female psychology because women love that movie.
Well, I do
So
gotta
yeah.
say, Pearl, for you having uh previously having a wife school, I would have thought you would have spoke on what makes a woman high value from one who was looking for marriage, not one who was looking to get bust down. Because it sounds like
Well,
what you were talking about.
yeah. Well, so yeah, I mean, there are characteristics, but what comes first now in 2025? Sex or relationships? The sex tends to come first.
I
Sorry, I'm
get
on a
kind of
panel. I'm on a
confused.
panel.
I
Sorry.
get kind of confused on a lot of times we're talking about marriage, right? And the thing is everybody up here kind of simultaneously agreed that that's not what's going on in this day and age. So it's almost like we're talking about outdated topics.
It's
We're
not
talking,
Yeah,
we're
marriage.
outdated.
trying to push like a certain narrative. And I'm not saying that the narrative is wrong because morally is the narrative right? Yes. But we're talking about an outdated narrative that nobody in their 20s gives a damn about. They give a damn about what I've been saying the entire time, which is a girl wants the check, a man wants the coochie. Nobody gives a damn about a ring. I don't like, so like, how are we going to keep acting like something is this
Well,
up
let
and
me ask you
coming
this:
thing
are you
when it's
married?
outdated.
Are you married?
Yeah,
When did you
I
get married?
am.
When did you get married?
4 years ago.
How is it outdated then?
Because it's not, because y'all always say we talk about the majority, not the minority.
Is anybody
Well,
on this panel?
Why doesn't that apply
yeah,
to that?
yeah. So because I actually
They're
I
getting
agree with
married.
her, because modern marriage is cosplay, right? It's not real marriage, because like, why is the woman in white? None of the women are virgins
not
anymore.
virgins.
They're white. Yeah, so it's cosplay. So you know, I'm I should have, maybe you guys haven't seen my content in a while. I'm black pilled now. I've accepted the reality of society. So yeah, I'm officially black pilled. Women abort the kids.
It don't get no lower than that.
Yeah.
Um, to answer our question, the reason marriage is down or people don't want to get married anymore, I'm gonna say this: I believe men respond to what women put out there. Because women don't demand marriage anymore, they only demand the money. So they put the money before the relationship, before the marriage. They'll put money and sex above relationship and marriage. They don't show commitment to marriage. So men are like, you know what, if that's what women want, we might as well do it. That's why even when women ask men to take them on expensive dinner dates, $500 dinner dates and things like that, some women, men who can do it, win. So the men who have the money and don't mind to spend it still do it. Obviously, the men who can do it either will get on the plane to go to Colombia, to Brazil. If not, they just won't date. But for when it comes to dating, men literally respond to what women do or they say. Obviously, not too much what they say, but mostly what they respond to. So if tomorrow women woke up and they said, "Hey, listen, we are not going on dates with men who don't want marriage," and they put certain prerequisites for men to show that they want marriage, most men will fall in line. So whatever men do, it's a response to what women do. So until women put marriage on a pedestal and marriage as a priority, men are gonna give up on marriage or even trying to marry them.
Yeah, you know,
But marriage
Like
is not
I want to, yeah.
the
outdated
issues that are happening right now aren't what we're even talking about. We're talking about like a demographic of people that is the minority. So I'm not understanding how like we're saying it like that's the majority and it's not. I'm in the minority. I acknowledge that all the time.
Well,
The
So
problem
who
with
are
what
we
you're saying,
pushing it to?
marriage
the
rates has
problem with what you
increased
were
though.
saying that
Marriage rates has increased.
you're
Increased.
calling
They're getting
married
married.
people, or you calling married people the minority based off of, okay, they're in a marriage, or most people are not married. Well, what is the actual outcome?
What
What
do
is
you
the
mean?
outcome that
divorce. That's the
person?
actual
Oh
outcome.
my
Is
God,
like,
you
yeah,
read my
most,
mind.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
well, okay,
most.
let me rephrase it. What is the desired outcome?
Well, women don't desire marriage. We don't. I mean,
That's true.
52% of men under 30 said that they wanted to be married, where only 22% of women did. So, if anything,
That's true. And that's what I just said. Like, until women put marriage as a priority, men will fall in line. Because everything men do when it comes to dating and relationships, they respond to what women say they want or what women do. Even the whole thing of nice guys versus bad boys. Once a man has been a nice guy for so long and he sees it doesn't work and women respond to being a bad boy, most men will become bad boys. Like a guy can be a nice guy for his entire lifetime until it clicks like, oh shit, okay, women like bad boys, and then the man will switch. So whatever men do in dating and relationships, they're literally responding to what women say they want or what women respond to. All right. So what do you guys think about that? Link down below to Lapif.